What's up guys, this is Brian, I am I Play for Charity. Welcome on Nintendo. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the build for the frame Volt, which is based around his fourth ability called Discharge. This is a build that will work in just about every single mission type. I use this for everything from simple defenses to sorties. It's really fantastic. Volt's ability Discharge will emit a wave of electricity in all directions, stunning enemies in its path and creating electric arcs between enemies that chain together for a massive electrocution. It's pretty awesome. Let's take a look at this ability and the nuts and bolts to get a better idea of how it works. So the first stat here is radius, which is talking about the radius of the initial pulse that goes out and captures enemies to stun them. It goes out 47 meters with this build. You have a really great area of effect on this. Smaller interception and defense maps are going to be wiped out corner to corner. The effect radius here is actually talking about how far the electric arc will go. So as long as enemies are within 18.8 meters of each other, they will get connected and chained together for that effect. The duration here is talking about how long the initial pulse stays up and captures new enemies in its electric field. And it's going to be doing damage over time in the form of electricity. Every second, it's going to be doing 1752 damage, which is pretty awesome. The effect duration here is talking about how long an enemy will stay stunned when they're inside the electric field. As you can see, this is 1.7 seconds longer than the actual skill duration. So it's going to be shocking them and keeping them stunned a little bit longer. This build also synergizes really well with Volt's passive, which creates static electricity as he moves and builds up extra damage for his next attack or next ability used. I believe it's every 1 meter he creates 5 damage up to an extra 1,000 damage on the next attack. So the longer you wait to cast Discharge, the more damage it's going to do. So let's take a look at the mods that are used to achieve this build. So I'm going to be running Corrosive Projection on this build. It's really a preference thing. If you want to run Energy Siphon, you can, because he doesn't have channeling abilities except for his number 2, which actually does not last very long under this build, so it's not really worth it. So you can gain energy with Energy Siphon if you want to, but I feel Corrosive Projection is more helpful in more scenarios because it doesn't actually cost that much energy to cast Discharge, and Corrosive Projection will help you kill higher level enemies by stripping their armor. So you're going to want Streamline for efficiency and fleeting expertise. You want duration mods, continuity, but you also want to add some strength and some range with Blind Rage, Overextended, and Stretch, and Vitality for a little bit of extra toughness. And the reason we don't put Redirection on here, I'll tell you in just a second. Vitality for extra health. Capacitance is actually the reason we don't put Redirection on here for extra shields. Capacitance creates overshields and extra shields when you use the Discharge ability. So it will create overshields for you and your party every time you use Discharge, which is pretty fantastic. So I'm also getting a little bit of extra power strength through Power Drift, and as well I'm also using the Arcane Storm helmet, which is hard to find, which gives me an extra 10% power strength. So let's take a look at this ability in action. Alright, so here I am on Hydron with level 60 to 80 enemies, and using Discharge is really as simple as making sure you have enough energy and casting your number 4. So as you can see, a wave of electricity will go out in all directions and also create arcs of electricity between enemies, going all the way back into those back rooms there, stringing them together and doing damage over time. It's really great and can be cast over and over and over again to do lots and lots of damage. It can be cast in the air, it can be cast while you're wall clinging, it can be cast all over the place. Go shock some enemies and have some fun. So that's going to do it for this video, friends. I hope you enjoyed the build. I hope it does some good for you if you have never played Volt before, or if you have been playing him a different way and you want to try this out. I really encourage it. It's really great for an all-around type of build. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. I post Warframe videos every now and again. I do stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/IPlayForCharity. Come say hi over there, ask questions in the chat, have some fun. But thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.